Okay, let's go to another favorite topic of yours. I want to talk about money. Money, money. That's Duck's favorite word, money. Money? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know what the word monetize mean, don't you? Yeah, I know what monetize is. You used monetize. Yeah. You take something, yeah, like a story and you figure out how to make money from it, right? No. You could take a real story and make money from it. You ain't got to figure out nothing. You can make money off telling. Just getting on there, saying what's on your mind, you can make money. But you take the story and you make money, right? Yeah, make money. Once you upload it, you make money. Alright. And you're really good at turning stories into money, aren't you? I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, my stories do turn into money. Okay, so August 4th of 2020, when Carlton Weekly was killed, yes, ma'am, you were not present on Oak Street. No, ma'am. Is that correct? You were not present in Chicago at the time, were you? No, ma'am. Okay, were you in Illinois? Do I gotta answer that? Like, were you outside the state of Illinois? You don't have to tell me where. You were outside the state, right? I was outside of Chicago, ma'am. I'm gonna leave it at that. You were outside of Chicago. And so you had no personal knowledge of information about what happened on Oak Street that day. What you mean you have no personal knowledge? Well, you weren't there. No, I wasn't there. Alright. So you at 3 o'clock, 3:45 in the morning, less than 12 hours after Mr. Weekly was shot, you called the law enforcement and volunteered to solve the murder for them, didn't you? I told them if they'll see it, the guys was on the internet all bragging about it. So yeah. So you were looking at the internet. Yeah. But you called up and said that you knew all the players and you can help to make an identification if needed. Is that correct? Yes, ma'am. That's right, even though you weren't there. Yep. And you did that because you knew that law enforcement pays people for information. Excuse me? Can I please, sir, answer? No. You can answer my question. Can I answer with that, ma'am? Like, I ain't finna just say yes or no, like it's an answer to that. Judge, I'm asking for a response answer. It's a yes or no. Please you can answer the question and you should answer the question. So the answer is yes. Please go ahead and answer the question. I was actually making $300 a day, which is $9,000 a month, on Facebook before Carlton died. I had a music review show without a mask on, and I was making that money before Carlton died. Well, when you first started talking to the special agent, you weren't able to pay your bills, isn't that right? Negative, ma'am. Negative, ma'am. I was able to pay my bills. Alright, well, let me ask you this. Do you remember talking to Agent Doyle on around January 16th, 2021, after Carlton died? It's been so long, ma'am, I don't remember. Do you remember telling him he was trying to send you something? You were talking over the phone. He was trying to send you something over the internet, and you told him that you were unable to connect to the internet because your Wi-Fi bill was overdue, and you will be unable to view images on your current phone? Negative, ma'am. Negative. I can go downtown. Like, downtown, right? I stay right in the downtown. Free Wi-Fi, ma'am. That's negative. So you did not tell. Negative. Negative? You did not tell? Negative. Alright, I think that's clear. Wi-Fi, man, it's free Wi-Fi everywhere. This is 2023, ma'am. This ain't 1960. You saying you didn't tell Agent Doyle that. Is that right? If he wrote it down, He wrote that down? But no, my Wi-Fi ain't never went off. Ain't never went off, ma'am. And I stay downtown where I stay at, and it's Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, and I could prove it to the judge. Okay, so you didn't tell Agent Doyle that? No, I have money already, ma'am. Okay, but you knew that the FBI would pay for information because you have been a paid confidential informant in 2008, isn't that right? Ma'am, a situation happened with an officer. Sir, were you a confidential? It's 06, 06, 06, 06, 06. How about 08, 06? When were you a paid confidential informant? It was 06. That's when, yeah. Do I explain it or no? Do I? Say yes. Yes? Yes? Were you a confidential informant? 06. In 06? Yeah, 06. 06. What about in 2008? You saying you weren't a paid confidential informant? I stopped working with them. I think I stopped working with them because I was working with them for an officer on the low end who was extorting people, who was taking people money and locking them up and doing all types of foul shit. So yeah, I went to them and told them. When he took my money, I went to the feds and told them. That he took it. That was 2008? That was 2006. How about 2008 and 11? That was 2006, 7 with Watt. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll go back to that. But in any event, you knew that you could get paid for information, right? I really didn't care about getting paid, ma'am. You didn't care? No, I called them. They didn't call me. They didn't come around. I called. So I didn't really care about no money. Right. So, but who? Who going to turn down some money though, ma'am? Shit. When they handed you $25,000 in cash, who handed me $25,000 in cash, ma'am? Yesterday, you were asked about the payments you've gotten in the matter. Not in 2006, if there was something. Not in 2008, not in 2011. But in this matter, Mr. Julian asked you about payments, and you said, I received compensation, but it was just like for travel and stuff like that. Yeah, travel, yeah. Yes. You had $25,000 worth of travel expenses? Hey, ma'am, I can't even tell you about no $25,000. If you ain't got no receipt to show me that $25,000 was given, I don't know, ma'am. I'm not finna agree to nothing. Ain't nobody gave me $25,000. Only time I had $25,000 at one time is when I did interviews, and that's what's in my bank account. Okay, I done made $400,000 off YouTube, ma'am. So mix me with that. I get it. Let's do it this way, okay? You're denying you received on May 4th 2 payments, one $1,000 and one $2,500. You're denying that? 2 payments on the same day? Yes, you're denying that? Ma'am, I don't know, ma'am. I can't even think about, I don't know. You say, so they came and gave me, yes or no, do you remember? You saying they came and gave me 2 different payments the same day? Exactly. That don't sound right to me, ma'am. That didn't happen? Okay. I don't know, that don't sound right. And by the way, you had so much money, you were earning so much money, you didn't need that on May 12th. They gave you $10, right? They what? They gave you $10 on May 12th, 2001. $10? Yeah. Ma'am, stop playing. Stop playing. Who gave me $10? The FBI. $10? Yeah, first 1,000. And are you serious? I'm serious. You got to be joking. You got to be kidding. Somebody, whoever writing that shit, they making it up. They whooping. They are, okay. So the government is making it up? They over whooping. $10? Yeah. Ma'am, I make $300-$400. I make $10,000 to $12,000 a month on YouTube. Fine, I'm getting your answer here. You can deny it. Deny it. No. I make this. I got analytics in my phone right now. Like, I make this. You didn't then get $2,010 on June 8th of 2021 from the FBI. Did she say $10 or is she saying $10,000? I said $10. Oh no, ma'am. They over whooping. They really whooping now. Okay. Shit, whoever wrote that, I need to see them. June 8th, 2021, you did not get $2,000 in cash from the FBI? Ma'am, I don't know what date you talking. You just threw me off. You thrown in there loose with all this money. I don't know, ma'am. I don't know. First you said they gave me $25,000 in cash at one time. No. I didn't say at one time. I said while you were working as a cooperator, you got nearly $25,000. Yes or no? You didn't say nearly $25,000. You said you had $25,000. Ma'am, I'm like, I don't. Hey, ma'am, look, I still ain't going to agree with $25,000 because I don't know about no $25,000. Like, I didn't do the math. Like, I got hundreds of thousands in my bank account. So I don't do no math about that. Whatever they gave me was for transportation to get to the city and shit like that. But no, ma'am, no. I don't need no money, ma'am. I really don't. I own businesses right now. Okay. Like for real. Fine. Mr. Julian asked you last week. I'll give you the exact number. And it's a total number. $24,963. And like I said, ma'am, I'm not going to... Did you receive that? I'm not going to admit to nothing. Show me a receipt. Okay. Show me a receipt. You could tell me you gave out $30,000. I still want to see a receipt. All right. So you didn't get that money. Ma'am, like I said, ma'am, I'm not going to agree to a certain amount. And I need to see it. Like for real. I'd be lying in court if they gave me 12 and then you're saying 25. I'm lying in court to the judge. I don't know. That's what I'm telling you. Well, do you remember getting the $5,000 on October 19th, 2021? On October 19th, 2021? I can't remember, ma'am. Okay. $2,500 on March 16th, 2022. You need a receipt for them to prove that they gave you that? Ma'am, all I know is that I got transportation money. I got relocation money, ma'am. That's it. That's it? That's all? So I don't know what else. Let me finish because I missed a couple. July 6, 2021, $871. No, right? July 20th, $871. July 20th, 2021, $1,500. Like, no? Excuse me, ma'am. You went too far. You saying $871. I'm trying to see, like, I never got no odd money from them. So that's why I'm saying, are you making this up? You didn't get that? Ma'am, I don't know, ma'am. I need to see something, like, something in front of me, ma'am, because I don't know what you're talking about. Let me finish with these dates. June 2nd, 2022, $1,500 cash. Didn't get it? You say you're going to finish with the dates. So I'm going to keep on telling you the same thing, ma'am. I want to see a receipt. Okay. So you could ask me about 2023 to 2024. I want to see a receipt because you're saying $10, $8, like I'm a hype or something. No. The only thing that you are going to admit to is you think you got expenses. Is that right? Yeah, I got expenses. I got transportation money. Like I said, transportation money and relocation money. Okay. Yes. And that's all you got. Transportation money and relocation money. All right. We'll deal with that later. That's what it is. That's what it was for. In addition, well, I guess you didn't get money from the FBI unless they've got some receipts to prove that they gave you the money. But saying I got $10, ma'am, so now I got to question your integrity because you said specifically Who is going to pull up and give somebody $10, ma'am? All the way to where I live at. Who's going to do it? FBI did. Come on, man. Stop it. Okay. Stop it. You're lying to the court. You're trying to sabotage the jury. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. You also used your status as an FBI cooperator to get yourself out of trouble, didn't you? No, ma'am. I never. No, ma'am. They never did no favors for me or took me out of no trouble. None of that. Negative. I mean, negative. They never got me out of trouble. I never got into trouble and then went to them and said, oh, can you all get me out of jail? Negative. Okay. That's not what I said. You used the fact that you were a cooperator. Negative. Every case that I went to jail for, ma'am, I did my time for. I never called the FBI and said, can you guys please get me out of jail? And I'm going to give y'all some information. Never. I'm not saying that. You're misunderstanding me. Let me explain what I'm talking about. You remember you had a case in McLean County. You were on probation in a case in McLean County. One of those cases, the convictions, you remember that. You had a probation officer, Michelle Lindermeyer. I ain't got no probation in McLean County. You never had probation in McLean County? No? Alright. I ain't got no probation in McLean County. I don't know who Michelle is. Okay. Do you remember that on July 28th, 2020, you contacted Agent Doyle stating that you were in trouble with probation? Remember? Oh yeah, calling them about that? I was with them, so I had to call there. She was saying I wasn't with them, but I was with them. I was with Julian and them inside grand jury and she then tried to violate me. So yeah, I was with them. I was with the FBI. I was telling the truth. On July 28th, 2022, is that? I was with them. Yeah, I was with them. Twice when I missed court. I missed court for one court date. I was with them, and I was with them another time, and I missed. And yeah. Okay. So yeah. Actually, Agent Doyle didn't even know you were on probation. Isn't that right? He knew. He did? Okay. He knew. Alright. All of them knew. I think all of them knew. I told them all. They all knew. Everybody knew? Okay. Well, what you did then is you told the probation officer that the issue was that you had gone to Florida, right? The issue I was going to Florida. You were supposed to go to the probation officer to do a pre-sentence report because of a probation violation? No, that's two different situations you're talking about. This whole, let me break it down for you. Hold on. Cause you skipping over. This is two different situations that you're talking about. Okay. Two different situations. Two totally different situations in a year round. Let's talk around the situation. Yeah. The second time? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So you're trying to trip me up. I understand. No. One at a time, please. Slow down. Okay. So you were on probation and you violated your probation, right? I violated my probation. You violated your probation and you had to be sentenced on the probation violation. Yeah, it wasn't because of that though. It was because I wasn't doing no drug classes. Okay. I wasn't doing the drug classes because I don't do drugs. So why would I go to a drug class? So I had a problem with that. And the probation officer asked you why you did not show up for the interview with her. Isn't that right? I don't remember, ma'am. And you told her you were mad, you were irate, and claimed that you were directed by the FBI to travel to Florida? No. Isn't that? That never happened? Nah. Okay, and they never directed me to do anything in Florida? No. Didn't you tell her that? Of course they didn't direct you. I was in Florida, but nah, I ain't tell her that. You never told her? Nah. And you never told her that you were paid $1,500 by the FBI for the trip. What the hell? Why would I tell her that? Why would I tell her that? Now you over whooping again. I wouldn't have never told her that. Like, I wouldn't tell her about no FBI, none of that. Why would I tell this lady this? This lady is in a town, know everybody, know people. So why would I explain this to a probation officer? Like, I ain't new to this, ma'am. I'm from the streets, so I ain't know. You did not? No, ma'am. I want your clear answer. You didn't tell her? No. Okay. And that you didn't tell her, did you tell her that you were being forced by the FBI to cooperate due to pending charges being held over your head for criminal activity committed years ago? No, ma'am. Like I said, that's the final answer. I don't have no cases. I don't have no cases, ma'am, over my head. Only case that I have is in Minnesota. It's a warrant. That's the only thing I have. And I never called no FBI. Julian right here, all the FBI agents, they'll tell you. I never called them and said, hey, can you please get me out of this? Because I know that I ain't guilty in Minnesota. I know I was arrested when they did it. So I ain't worried about it. You never made these statements? No, ma'am. To be very clear to the probation. She over whooping, ma'am. I don't even know who that is, ma'am. Alright. I don't have no cases with the FBI. I didn't have to get out of no trouble. I wasn't in jail to get out of trouble. I never called the FBI, say, please, ma'am, I need y'all help. I need to get out of trouble. I never did. I never been put in a situation like that. The issue is whether you said these things to the probation officer. I'm telling you, no, ma'am. Why would I tell a probation officer, a person that's in the community, that live in this community, about some FBI? Ma'am, no. That's all right. No. We'll deal with it. Yeah, we'll deal with it. Yeah, we'll deal with it later. We'll deal with it. Okay.